Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. It's time for another Over 50 OOTD. Today's outfit consists of a top by Samantha Jane. Samantha Jane. I am unfamiliar with this brand. Didn't even know this was the brand until I looked in the tag so that I could share it with you today. If I had to guess, I would say that I purchased this at a local boutique here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi called John White Limited. But it has been a very long time since I purchased it. I say long time, probably a couple of years. But I do love this top. This is all embroidery. Let me zoom in here a little bit so that you can see all of the embroidery. It's so beautiful, all of these colors. And you're probably thinking, Paul, that's a very spring top. But see, it's 60 degrees right now, but it's gonna be 80 degrees later today. So we're starting out still with crisp spring weather, and then we're ending up like in July at the middle of the day. So I got some layers going on. I got some spring. I got some corduroy. So I got a little bit of everything. Let me tell you, my lip is the Spiced Rose Lip Pencil Plus by Merle Norman. The earring is a simple Blue Nile mixed metals hoop, kind of a twisted hoop. I have a pinned video about my glasses if you're new here and you're interested in that. Jewelry is just a mishmash bracelet stack, including 2 old Catherine Popescos, some other costume jewelry. I've got a Stella and Dot. This silver bangle here is actually a Pandora bangle, and on the bangle, this is their heart, kind of filigree heart design, and on the bangle, I have a waxing poetic moon spinner charm, and on the back it says full of wonder is what it says. I'm not sure if waxing poetic would still have this. They do change their charms pretty frequently, so they're not always available, but I do love the way that that charm looks with my Portofino ring, and the link to that is under my bio pic in that link if you'll click that. Got some other TikTok shop costume jewelry and my Amazon costume jewelry ring here. The cardigan here is from JCrew, and I'm going to look in the tag here and tell you exactly what it says because it tells me it's a specific cardigan. The Claire, C-L-A-R-E, the Claire cardigan. And what I love about this cardigan is that it is a 3/4 length sleeve. Well, let me just show you the sleeve on this top. Super cute, right? Little embroidery and kind of a cap sleeve there. And let me just show you, I don't work out. I don't do any working out. So this is my muscle. I don't really have a muscle, but I'm going to start look at that. Look at that. I'm going to start working out. Let me tell you a funny story. But when I was little, I wasn't planning on telling you this story, but when I was little, my grandmother had 3 sisters, and they were all hilarious, 4 of them together. And we would get in the car and we would go to Dothan, Alabama, because when I was little, I was really allergic to any kind of biting insect. And so I would have to go every 6 weeks for allergy shots. And my grandmother was born in Dothan, Alabama, and of course all her sisters were too. And my grandmother was, I think, 57, something, 55 or 57 when I was born. So when I was 8, she would have been, what, like 63, okay? 63, 64. So she and all of her sisters would get in the car, and they were all older. Well, she was the 3rd one. There was 1 younger than her and 2 older than her. So they would all get in the car and take me out of school, and we would go over to Dothan, Alabama to the pediatric allergist to get my shot. But we made a whole day of it. We would go to Morrison's cafeteria, and we would eat. We would go to the ice cream shop after that in the mall at Porter Square Mall in Dothan, Alabama, and we would get ice cream. And I remember that ice cream shop, it was in the mall, but it had those kind of iron ice cream chairs that had the twisted back that made like a little heart, like a little sweetheart chair. I remember that. We would go to the craft store because my Aunt Margie was a big crafter, and we would go there. She did all kind of decoupage, and she made ceramic dolls, and she made Christmas ornaments. And so we'd go there, and they do their needlepoint. Then we go to the frame shop, and the mom and a dad and his daughter ran the frame shop. I have no idea what the name of it was, but I bet that daughter is still running that frame shop in Dothan, Alabama. 40 years later, I bet she is. So we'd go to the frame shop, and then at Porter Square Mall, we'd go to Nathan's Shoes, and I would almost always come home with a new pair of shoes. So if you're wondering where my shopping and my love for shoes comes from, it's because every 6 weeks I'd go to Dothan, Alabama, and we'd shop, and I would come home with a new pair of shoes. And my grandmother taught me to leave some things in the trunk. Don't bring everything in. Okay, bring some of your things in and don't bring everything in. So your husband doesn't, luckily, you know, I have a job and so my husband doesn't care. I can, you know, I'm able to reasonably spend my money, but she would have to sneak things in a little bit at a time, which my grandfather didn't notice and probably didn't care anyway, but I digress. So it was a whole day and it was tons of fun. And now I don't remember why I started telling you this. Now I do. Okay, so I would be in the car with my grandmother and specifically my Aunt Mary Louise. Okay, she was precious. She was about 4'11". She was really, really, really short. All the women in my family are really short. But she had this. And when I was little, I used to love to do this. I'd say, Aunt Margie, Aunt Mary Louise, I don't remember what I call it. Let me play with your arm. Let me play with your arm. And I would do this. Okay, so now I have the Aunt Mary Louise arm. It's not as bad, but I'm only 52, but I do have this. So I have been telling myself when I got back from Nashville, when I get back from Nashville, I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start working out. But I've been back from Nashville like 3 days, and I haven't worked out yet. So I'm telling you now, I'm going to start working out. Maybe that'll be some accountability. I thought maybe what I might do is every day, I think I'm going to tell you all the reasons why I don't want to work out, and then I'm going to work out. And I'm going to film it, but I'm going to fast forward it and post it for accountability. We'll see. I'm telling you that today, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm showing you this cap sleeve, and when I did that, I wanted to show you my arm and tell you that funny story, but we're going to try to tone this up, get us a little bicep, get us a tricep, and tone this Aunt Mary Louise, Aunt Margie arm up. Okay, but this is what this outfit looks like without the cardigan. Isn't that a crazy story? I can't believe I just told you that story. And I will show you with the cardigan on, and I picked the beige one. I have this in a couple of colors, including a beautiful Kelly green. But I love this because it's a light layer. Like I said, it's going to be 80 degrees today. And I can take this off and I'll still love my outfit. It's a nice color that blends. So you see the way it blends with the embroidery flowers here. It doesn't take away, it doesn't fight with anything. And it's going to go great with my bag of the day. And I love a 3/4 length sleeve, but I can pull this up, and I will pull this up just a little bit for comfort. Let me tell you about the pants. The pants are Banana Republic. And if you were with me when I went thrifting in New Orleans with my son, you saw me buy these. I think they were $8. And I'll zoom in a little bit so that you can see they are a very, very, very mini cord, a very small corduroy, but they're lightweight. They're not super thick, and I love them, and they're going to be super comfortable for today. They got pockets. I'm going with no belt because I didn't want to cut myself off here. We kind of have a column of color going on. I've talked about that before, how slimming when you wear the same color, top and bottom, it slims you. And so I don't want to break that up today. Sometimes I might, but today I didn't want to break that up with a contrasting belt here. So I'm going with no belt. Good pockets that I can use. They're a nice length. And let's talk about the shoe of the day. The shoe of the day, shout out to my girlfriend Leslie Sullivan over at Quarter Century in Laurel, Mississippi. She sells these, are the naked feet, and I love these. And I think I remember telling you that I might want to wear one silver and one gold an outfit. I've forgotten about that till I mentioned it just now, so I'm going to do that. But I love these naked feet shoes. And when I went over to shop with her, I said, I'm back. I want to try those shoes on. She's like, oh, we don't have your size. But guess what? She said, I had both the silver and the gold pair, and I'm giving them to you. And she gave me these shoes. Can you believe it? Beautiful, naked feet. Thank you, Leslie. Shout out to you. What a good, generous friend you are. Appreciate that. So these are the shoe of the day. They're a nice block heel, low, not platform. So they're kind of a cross between a heel and a flat and a sandal, and I'm very comfortable in them. And let me show you the bag of the day. The bag of the day is the Marc Jacobs, the tote, and this, I believe, is the medium size. This is a great hand carry. It's a great arm carry, and also you can wear it as a crossbody. I'll show you what that looks like. And I have tied one of the little Amazon twillies on the handle because it matches my pants and it matches my cardigan sweater, matches my outfit, and it also kind of in a little bit of a way keeps this a little less summery because this top is summery, but I've got cords and I've got a cardigan, but I've got sandals. So we're mixing the seasons here because that's the way our weather is in South Mississippi. We don't really know how to dress because the weather changes throughout the day and it's hot early in the year. So if you don't like the big tote bag print on the front, remember you can wear this bag turned around and it is still cute. You've got the shape. You do have a little bitty logo right here that says Marc Jacobs, but it's not obvious, okay? I hope you have a great day today. What are you doing? Let me know in the comments. And whatever you do, dress up, y'all. It'll make you feel better. Really, it will.